pilots belonging to the Federation of Indian Pilots, which represents 5,600 plus pilots across airlines, have filed a petition before the Bombay High Court. They want to be granted the status of frontline workers after 17 pilots at least. In fact, that number is larger. But when they filed the petition, it was 17 pilots have died in the last 14 months. They also have demanded priority vaccination. Pilots demand death or permanent medical unfitness compensation under new insurance schemes. They want a separate category called air transportation workers who are vaccinated on a priority. And pilots want the government to define air insurance payable to pilots operating Vande Bharat or non-scheduled flights. In Air India alone, 1,995 personnel tested positive, 583 required hospitalization in February this year. Till February 2021, over 2.21 million passengers were repatriated by Air India alone in a total of 16,000 flights. But the point that's important over here, this is not only about Air India, it's about all Indian airlines. Joining us now, Mridusmita Das Tiwari, the wife of late Captain Harish Tiwari, Purva Karmakar, she's the daughter of Captain Karmakar, and Shalu Rana, the wife of Captain Rana. These are three very, very gutsy family members. They've lost their near and dear ones, their loved ones, and yet they've chosen to speak out about this. Mridusmita, your husband was very young. He was in the prime of life when this happened. And I'm so sorry that you had to go through what you had to go through. How did he place his job as #1 priority despite knowing that he was flying in a COVID situation?
Right now, I am in Haridwar doing his last rites. Today, we just lost him on the 30th May. He was a passionate flyer. When he got into Air India, he was in A320. When he got a chance to fly the wide body, he was so passionate about it, he just grabbed the opportunity. He started afresh, and he was, now we hear from his colleagues that how good a flyer he was. He was patriot at heart, believed on the government a lot. He did his flights during the pandemic when it started. He took all precautions necessary. He had the Air India COVID test before the flights. He would keep himself protected however he could, be in the layover only in the hotels, not mingling with people. He took utmost care.
Yeah.
But when he come back home, he makes sure that he doesn't touch anybody without getting sterilized. He just rushed to the washroom. My parents are old, my in-laws. They're retired. I have a 5-year-old. He just started our life. Yeah. He would make sure that.
This, and I thank you for your courage to speak about him. And through this little program, I promise you, we will try and honor his memory. Purva Karmakar, tell us a little bit about your father.
Good evening. I recently lost my father to COVID. He was a pilot with Air India since 1991. In April last year, he flew to China on various occasions to bring back a lot of medical supplies to India. He was also part of the Vande Bharat mission, flying civilians to and from various destinations across the world. From the beginning, we knew the risk that he was taking, putting his life on the line of duty. And as proud as I am of him that he stuck to his duty and he was true to his mission, it really saddens me that these crew members were not put on the front line as treated as frontline COVID warriors. And I'm really sad that, due to lack of vaccination and due to other such things, he had to lose his life on the line of duty. Thank you.
Right. Mridusmita, I see your daughter has also joined in the frame. It's so sad that she should lose her father in this manner. I wanted to go across to Shalu Rana, the wife of Captain Rana, who very sadly passed away. As a family, how did you deal with the fact that your that your husband would constantly be going to work, you know, in a situation where COVID was so rampant?
I would say that Sandeep was never scared of operating these Vande Bharat flights. And I mean, he flew to places where, you know, no one was ready to go. He was very proud of serving the nation at this current time of crisis for the nation. And I was never scared that, you know, he was going for these flights, because I knew that he was taking full precautions. And I mean, even during the flight, be it at the, if he's going for a night stop flight, he was taking all precautions. And even when he came back home, he would, you know, the first thing he would go and have a nice shower, put all his clothes for laundry, and then come and meet us.
Right. So, just one final question that I have over here for Mridusmita. Mridusmita, I see you've got your child with you as well. And, you know, I mean, it's such a difficult situation like this. Is there any way that you can explain this to your little daughter, what exactly has happened?
She doesn't know yet. She doesn't know. She is waiting for her father to come back. She knows that he is in the hospital. She is just asking why it's taking so long for him to return. She is not used to being without him. Yeah. Every day she waits. She doesn't know anything. She just don't know. Look at her face. We are a family who are associated with Air India for the last 3 generations. My grandfather, S.N. Tiwari, was also with Air India. So we are proud to be with Air India. If he was only vaccinated, we would not have been this destroyed. He might have survived. She doesn't know. I have to answer her questions.
Ma'am, stay strong like this. You've gone for his final rites, and I will. I can't even imagine what all of you are going through. I'd like to thank you very much, all of you, for being with us.
I just wanted to join this so that nobody has to face this, what we have faced. All these brave people needs support. They are the frontline warriors. They have never said no to the flights.
Yeah.
They have helped 1,000 and they deserve more.
They absolutely do, and hopefully there will be.
Can I say a word?
Yes, ma'am.
Can I say a line here? Yeah, I totally agree with Mrs. Tiwari. This is not the way that you know, our husbands and fathers should have gone. No, this was just not done. And I mean, you know, they should have been considered as frontline workers and given the vaccines on time.
Well, hopefully,
I had taken a vaccine. I also had COVID, but what the doctors told me, that because I had taken the vaccine, my symptoms were milder. Sandeep did not get the vaccine, so he got more severe symptoms.
well, I'd like to thank you all very much for being with us and having the courage to come on this program. Thank you very much indeed.